And we'll fly away, away, away. Yeah, we'll fly.
Hello, it's your boy David Off and welcome back to Premier League Recap. It's midnight now and I'm recording it now. I always leave these to last minute. I don't know why. I'm treating these like uni courseworks. But anyway, welcome back. We'll start with Arsenal then. I went to the game. I was 20 minutes late. I went to the game. There's a vlog for it. If you want to know my thoughts on it, then go to that video. But I'm going to summarize it basically. There's one thing I didn't mention though, about the diving stuff. I didn't mention Xhaka's one because I didn't see the replay. I've seen that since. I mentioned that later. But first of all, it was a frustrating game for many reasons. First of all, we were not creating chances well enough, and when we did, we didn't take them. We were unlucky, but we missed some big chances that we should have scored from Aubameyang and Lacazette. Not hating on them. I do love both guys, but they did miss some chances that they should be burying, judging by their form as well. They've been good this season, yeah, we missed a lot of chances and we didn't create enough. Creativity was just not there. And it was frustrating, also because in the first half, the Huddersfield players were just constantly just fouling us, and they were not getting punished enough, to be honest. Even though there were quite a few yellows, they made 12 fouls in the first half, and we made some bad ones too. To be fair, I'm not defending us. We made some bad ones too, but it was mainly them in the first half. For a good 10 minutes, it was ridiculous. But thankfully, none of them got injured. Actually, Mustafi got injured second half. That wasn't easy to tackle though, but still, he's not the biggest loss, but considering our defensive worries at the moment, we've got one fit centre-back, and that's Koscielny. He's just come back from a serious injury. He's not played a first-team game yet. So I'm very worried, because we could be going into Sunday's game, Southampton away, with one centre-back, with a back three. We'll play about 4 full-backs in the same lineup. I'm not looking forward to that. 4 fullbacks and Koscielny, because that's going to work out well, innit? Southampton away. I hope we win that game because I feel we need to be honest. But I'm not looking forward to the next few weeks because of our injuries. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. But thankfully we got Torreira. Thankfully he's not injured. Thankfully he's not affected. He was fantastic in that game. Fantastic. Sometimes he lost the ball, to be fair, but when he did lose it, he'd just be straight in there to win it back. And that's what you expect, really. That's the standard. You expect that from a DM, but still, we didn't have players that did that before. Now we do. We have Torreira. He's ready. He only gets in there. He gets stuck in there. He must be annoying to play against. He must be so annoying to play against because he's like a little rat. That's like an insult. I mean, in a good way. He's always in there. He puts. I don't have to. I lost my words. What was that language I was speaking right there? But he's just brilliant at winning the ball, and he just gets stuck in there, and he can score goals as well. A nice bicycle kick into the goal, and it was a good winner. It was a good winning goal. Left it very late, but there we go. Moving on to negative side, our players did dive. Xhaka and Mustafi, I think there was some contact, but the way they went down was just... It was so obvious it was a dive. They made it obvious, but Guendouzi was the worst one. Guendouzi's dive was so blatantly obvious. I don't want to see him doing that again, to be honest, because it's just not needed. I don't approve of diving, so it's just not needed. Mustafi's one, there was contact. He was kicked, but the way he went down was just so theatric. To be fair though, the previous week, Son's penalty had about the same contact, to be honest, and it sent him breakdancing into the floor. I'm just saying. Not saying Mustafi's one is not a dive, but, you know, there's about as much contact there as there was on Son last week. Just a thought. On top of that as well, 2 Huddersfield players dived too in the second half. And I was near the box. I was sitting close to the box. That same box where Mustafi dived. In the second half, Huddersfield players, 2 of them dived. All of our players got yellows. Their ones didn't. To be fair, the first one we played, he was still on the pitch. He was still playing on, so he couldn't. He was never going to stop it just to give a yellow for diving. The second one though, it was a goal kick. He could have given a yellow. Chose not to. So I'm just putting it out there. Not trying to say we didn't dive, but they did as well. Didn't get any yellows. Just saying. But still, at least we won. Because, as I said in my vlog, it would have ruined our week if we didn't win this. We got 4 points on Tottenham and Man United, and that was good. 4 points out of those 2 games, brilliant. Especially considering we played United away as well. Even though they're terrible, it's still 4 points in those games is good. But if we then didn't beat Huddersfield, it would have ruined the whole week for me, honestly. For me as an Arsenal fan, it would have ruined the week, because to go through all of that just to draw with Huddersfield would have been annoying. No disrespect, by the way, to Huddersfield, but still. As for other games then, the biggest one obviously was Chelsea-Man City. Chelsea beat Man City 2-0. I'm doing this because it makes it a title race. I said a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks, I think last episode or the week before, I said I don't mind Liverpool winning for now because I wanted them to keep up with Man City. I wanted a title race, and after this result, I think they might. I mean, Liverpool are top now, to be fair, but yeah, there is a title race now, and I'm looking forward to it. Like, I think it can go all the way, right down to the wire. We haven't had a proper good title race since 2014. Yeah, 2015, 16 and 17, you kind of knew who was winning it. Actually, no, wait. Who won it in 2015? It was Chelsea, right? Yeah, in 2015, 17 and 18, which was last season, you kind of knew who was winning it by this point. And the other year was Leicester. And even they had it quite easy, to be fair. The only ones who challenged them really were Tottenham, and even they dropped off afterwards. So like, we haven't had a proper good, like, intense title race since 2014 when it was like City, Liverpool and Chelsea. So yeah, I think the league needs that, to be honest. I think it needs that. It doesn't need teams running away with it. It needs a good title race, and I think we'll get one this year. So yeah, well done for Chelsea on that. Like, I thought City would win that game, to be honest. Like, I had a feeling that Chelsea might do something, but I thought City would win that. But yeah, it also means that they don't go unbeaten, which is a relief. Can't have Wenger's thing being broken. Only 2 teams have done it, actually, in England in the top flight. The other team was Preston. That was in 1880 something though, so it was like a lot less games that time. But still, you know, I don't want to be. I don't want there to be another team to do it. Liverpool could, if they're lucky. Hopefully they don't. They got United next week, so come on United, I guess. I can't believe I'm saying that. But I don't want Liverpool to be unbeaten. I want a good title race, basically. I want a good title race between Liverpool and Man City. I want them both to lose at least once, and that way no one goes unbeaten. And I don't think anyone else will challenge, to be honest. At the start of the season, I thought Chelsea as well, but even though they beat City, I don't think so. Spurs, I don't think so either. Even though they're good, but they won't challenge for the title. But yeah, great win for Chelsea though. Got back on track after a few losses. Especially they lost to Wolves, right, in midweek. Yeah. So to recover from that and beat Man City, good on them. And Liverpool, they beat Bournemouth away as well. So yeah, that puts them top. Salah hat-trick. So much for a one-season wonder, right? I remember, this reminds me of the Kane stuff. Like, he had one great season, everyone was like, one-season wonder. Then he did it again, and again, and again. World-class striker, to be fair. So is Salah as well. So Salah's great. He's not a striker, obviously, but Salah's a great player too. And yeah, not a one-season wonder. Even though, like, he hasn't scored in a big game, has he? He hasn't scored in a big game. I'm just saying. But yeah, apart from that, the rest of the games, I saw match of the day. West Ham beat Palace 3-2. Great game. Really great game, end to end. It really could have gone either way. Like, that game was very much very open. Spurs beat Leicester 2-0. I expected this, to be fair. A good away win there for Spurs. Son's goal, it was the first goal they scored from Son. That was really good as well. United beat Fulham 4-1. There we go, finally a comfortable win. I think that might be good for them for confidence, possibly, or not. Maybe they might lose next week at Anfield. It's at Anfield, right? Next week. It's a big game. I'm looking forward to it, but yeah, maybe this result might give them some confidence, because they did win 4-1. I know it's only for them though, but still, it's something, because they've not been playing well this season. So obviously, a big win can do some good. Yeah, apart from that, on Saturday, I'm looking at Saturday right now. Cardiff beat Southampton 1-0. Oh yeah, I saw that goal actually. I mean, I just mentioned I saw match of the day, but I saw the mistakes. Calamity for Southampton there. They literally, last week they looked pretty good against Man United, 2-0 up, then they bottled that, and a week later they're losing to Cardiff through a defensive mistake. Unbelievable. And Burnley beat Brighton 1-0. 1-0 Burnley is a common scoreline in the past few seasons. Probably could have seen it coming, to be fair, but I didn't think they'd win that game because their form is terrible this season. But yeah, that's a big win for them, because they haven't won in a while, I think, a few weeks now. So a really good win for them, and could be good in terms of the rest of the season, because I haven't seen the table yet, but they were in the bottom three before this. I think they've gotten out. Let me just double check. Hold on. Yeah, they've just gotten out. They're 2 points above Huddersfield in 18th. Southampton 19th. Fulham 20th. Palace on 12 as well. Newcastle on 13. Cardiff on 14, just dangling above. Brighton on 21. They'll be fine for a few weeks. So yeah, Cardiff, Newcastle, Palace, Burnley, Huddersfield, Southampton, Fulham. At the moment, that's a relegation battle. At the moment, it's still, we're not even halfway through the season yet, but still. Most of those teams will stay around there. Who will go down? I don't know, but it's not looking good for some teams at the moment. We'll see though, we'll see. And yeah, that was for Saturday. Sunday, Wolves beat Newcastle. 94th minute winner against 10 men. After that red card, really, it was just all Wolves. A great win though. A decent win, decent away win. A bit like Burnley really, the last few weeks their forms have not been too good, except they've been much better than Burnley, but still. Wolves started really well, then they dropped off a bit. But yeah, this is a good win for them. Good win away from home, and I'm sure they'll be safe this season at the very least. And Monday night's game, I just saw the highlights. Well, I say highlights, it was like 2 minutes long. But yeah, Everton 2, Watford 2. A good game, a decent game. I kind of wish it was a Monday night though. Monday night games just annoy me. They just really annoy me. Like, I'd rather they're on the weekends, to be honest with you. Like, there was only one game on Super Sunday. Just move it back. Why move it? Never mind. I don't know why I'm complaining about this now, since it's already happened. But yeah, a 2-2. I mean, the first goal from Everton, it could have been. I mean, it probably should have been offside, but it wasn't given. That free kick though, 96 minutes, 2-1 down to Watford. That free kick, calm, calculated. It was a really good free kick. Maybe the goal of the week. Actually, no, Son's one was pretty good. Don't know why I'm saying. I'm so random with these things. This was your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya.